Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about a rebuttal for the haters in your life that try to judge you or deter you or make you feel like what you're doing or chasing after is silly. I think anybody that's had a passion for anything in your lives, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. The sad reality that exists is, first of all, let me just say this. If you have a passion for something, for doing something, oftentimes it is something that will bring a greater good to the earth, to people around you, just to life in general. This could be, there's so many widely encompassing things that we all can do as people that fall into this category. But as I said, I really believe that most of the time, if you've got a passion for something, it is for the greater benefit in some way, shape, or form. It might be little, it might be big, whatever. But there's something for the world to be gained by you pursuing your passions, right? Now, we've all got people all around us at all points in time. And this is the part where I was saying, if you've ever had things like this in your life, I'm sure this is going to resonate with you. But you've got people all around you that are constantly trying to knock you down, that are trying to make fun of what you're doing, to poke, a joke at it, or just give you reasons why you're not going to succeed, or it's stupid, or it's silly to chase after what you wanted chasing after. And it's really sad because, of course, I think for a lot of us, these sorts of things sink in, especially if it's somebody that's close to us that says these sorts of things or imparts this sort of message upon us. It can have a deep effect, and it can really deter you from even getting out of the starting gate with pursuing your passions, whatever they are. And yeah, it's sad because the world could potentially be a much better place by you doing these things, and who is anybody else to pass a judgment on what those things are and your actions and what you're doing with your life. And as I said, it's sad that we have a way of becoming stifled in this sort of fashion when we have these instances occur in our lives. But I just wanted to share with you a little bit of a strategy or a tactic that I've learned to use, and I hope you remember this, and I hope this is something that you can employ. But I always now, when I really find a big sticking point, or I have this instance where somebody is trying to be judgmental of what I'm doing, my rebuttal for them is to actually turn it back around on them. And I say, what are you doing to better the earth? What are you doing to make people around you better? What are you adding to the planet here? How are you contributing to the greater good? And it's just, for some reason, actually for a good reason, I think I understand the psychology and the point behind why this is a powerful way to react, and the strong way to react is that I think it makes the person on the other side take a bit of a pause, and it kind of takes the wind out of the sails, or the I don't know, maybe the charge out of their ammunition, if you want to say that. When I don't know, I just think that when you throw something back at them like that, there's not much for them to say. And I think they might react in an outside manner where like they physically, it might not seem like these words are seeping in and sinking deep down to them, but I guarantee you when that person goes home at night and they're alone with their thoughts and they're alone, just by themselves, I think there is this deep-seated sort of feeling that yeah, they know that they don't add anything to the world. And I think there's a little bit of an insecurity there on their part because they don't know what to bring to the world, or because they don't have the talents that you have, or the passions that you have, or any of the gifts that you've been given. I think there's a small bit of jealousy that comes along with that when somebody is going to try to make you feel that way and be a hater in your life and try to knock you down for pursuing and chasing your passions. This is kind of piggybacks on a talk that I did a few days ago where I was talking about people that judge you for pursuing your passions. And this really just dials back into that particular notion that I was trying to assert to you, that anybody that makes fun of you or judges you or tries to be hypercritical of you and your pursuit of your passions is just jealous. Jealous that you have the courage to follow your dreams and aspirations and they don't, or they're physically jealous of the actual thing that you're doing and they don't know how to get there and they don't know how to accomplish that or to acquire that thing, whatever it is that you're working on maybe, or you figured out, or you whatever. So that's just the lasting one for today. Is just the best rebuttal that you can give to the haters in your life is to turn it back around on them, pose the question, hey, I'm trying to do something good here. I'm trying to add something to the world. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's your contribution to the earth here? And the funny thing, like I said, I already mentioned it, but these are the people that most of the time don't bring shit to the world. They don't do anything constructive. They're just there to constantly judge other people and just whatever, just blow a bunch of hot air out, into the world and just try to knock other people down to make themselves feel better. This is like first grade stuff right here, but that's the psychology of what these people are doing and why they do what they do in their lives. And like I said, so much of a big charge of what I want to share with people and to communicate to people is just to not let those people affect you. Do not let those people knock you down. Do not let those people get inside your brain and really truly affect the way you feel about yourself and what you're doing and about your passions, whatever they are. Do not let somebody else deter you from you being yourself, you following what you feel you want to follow, you finding your love in this world and doing it and executing it, and don't care about what anybody else has to say about it. It doesn't matter. It's like, forget about that. You have to learn to tune those things out. It's a learned skill. It's one of the hardest ones I think we as humans have to accomplish during our time on the earth here, but I hope that will stick with you and you'll remember that the next time you encounter somebody out there when you're pursuing your passions that's hating on you, because you will come across them. Mark my words, guaranteed, 100% certainty you're going to come across this at some point in your life. I hope you're having a great day there. We'll talk again real soon.